Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Under 23 match day, Friday night. It's 2 degrees, it's snowing, it's raining. You can tell by me. Half an hour kick off, I'm already freezing. I can't feel my fingers extremely out, but I'm almost every single match is how it's going to be. But anyway guys, new channel, you get that, subscribe, smash out, enjoy, appreciate the support as always. Huge 6-packers tonight. I think Villa are about 3 or 4 points ahead of Newcastle, and there's about 6 or 7 teams in the table that are really similar on points at the minute. So Newcastle can win today, it's going to be huge, but not an easy match at all. I'm pretty sure last season Newcastle lost to like 4-5 now, so yeah, tonight will be interesting. But again, Arsenal wait tomorrow. Get a shower and get a nice shave, and then yeah, I need to make sure I'm well rested up because I'm not feeling well at all. But anyway guys, without further ado, let's get into it. Watching when the player drills here. I've got some snow in my mouth before me. Look how much snow is coming down. I've never ever seen this much snow before again. But yeah, match is going ahead. I mean, I can't blame the players who were losing it. I'll be honest, the weather was actually disgustingly bad. Good strike that, by the way. Hey guys, got back in the house. I was in the RVI for just over 2 hours, and yeah, there's plenty to talk about in there. But in terms of the match itself, it lasted about 37 minutes before it got called off. Eddie Anderson got injured and Aston Villa scored, so we 1-0 down and the match got called off. So in far as things went, it was a bit of a disaster, wasn't it? But in terms of me though, I mean, I'll start off with the actual comments I've been getting. I don't want to make this about me and go, oh, you know, I'm a victim. I'm not, I'll be honest. Last couple of weeks I haven't been a nice person. At times I've been arrogant, at times I've been a bit of a dick to people. And some of the criticism I get, I do deserve. I'm not going to lie to anyone. I'm sorry, I've got no excuses. I had thousands of comments over the last couple of weeks of people slagging me off, and I kind of lost it a little bit. I've got no excuses. I've already got myself to blame. But I mean, look at some of these comments I'm getting. I'm growing adults tell me, oh, I wish you'd die in your VI. It's just ridiculous. I mean, some of these, I mean, I'm lost for words, I really am. It's the same people every single time. These were the same people that 6 weeks ago I went full time to slag me off. A couple of weeks ago I went at a training ground to slag me off. It's the same individuals every single time. And now I've just came out of the RVI with a life-threatening incident, and I get these comments, these dickheads coming in. I've had enough of them. I've honestly had enough of them, but yeah, in terms of some criticism, I quickly answer now. Some people are saying, oh, I shouldn't have took a picture when I was in the ambulance. At the point I was in the ambulance, it was over an hour after I collapsed. That was a point my family already knew. I was 100%, so at that point I knew I was fine. And again, it's my choice whether I put this stuff online. I mean, I don't get the criticism there, but in terms of the incident, let's actually talk about the incident. So I went to the match. It was extremely cold. You saw just snow everywhere. And yeah, I began off by just my vision. I couldn't see straight. It just started going really blurry, and I felt like I needed to sit down. So I did. I sat down. And just whenever I got back up, I don't know, I just collapsed, I guess. That's probably the best way of putting it. Next thing I knew was on my back, and it was just loads of people around us. First off, we'll thank the people that are actually there. Everyone from the RVI or the ambulance, the NHS. I know everyone respects the NHS, but you don't know how good the NHS is until you actually have an incident with them. I mean, it's a ridiculous amount of people that supported me. I mean, I went through the ward. It's just the amount of people that are in there. I mean, there's literally just hundreds of people just with incidents of all sorts of kinds just waiting in the hospital. I mean, it'd be such a stressful job. So I thank everyone that was there. In terms of all people as well, if you remember the cardiac arrest that Newcastle fan had against Tottenham, there was a Newcastle fan that was off duty who came in and saved that guy's life. It was him. He was there, and again, he helped us. So I don't know if he's like a bad curse or anything, but that exact person was there for me, and I didn't realise at first, but he kind of mentioned, oh, that was me, and it's just sort of clicked on really. But pretty much after I collapsed, they pretty much took me to the under-23 section. So actually, I'll tell you the incident first. So in terms of Lewis, yeah, he was a legend as well, by the way. He was one of the people watching my video. He's always at a training ground, really sound guy, but I pretty much explained the situation there. I don't know, obviously, how much of that is factual. I don't think I would have died, I'll be honest. I feel like if I was by myself, then yes, I would have died. But if there's always people there, then I would have been fine, because I wasn't a cardiac arrest, so it was just me collapsing. As long as I got warm and as long as I obviously was tended to, I was always going to be fine. I just feel like if I was by myself, then I would have been screwed. But yeah, there were two problems with it that were really concerning. One was the way I landed. It's hard to see here, but I got a little scratch and a few marks on my cheek. I landed face first. In terms of our opposition, so I landed, it was on steel steps as well, so if I landed on my back of my head, so I landed elsewhere, then maybe it could have been worse, but yeah, I was fine. Somehow I haven't broke my cheekbone. I mean, that's just a miracle, to be honest. So yeah, they took me into the under-23 section, yeah, and there was a few staff members came up to see. I think Steve Harper came up to see me. I'm not 100% certain, but I was dead certain at the time it was Steve Harper. But then again, my head was all over the place. But I appreciate all the people that came up and asked how I was. There's a lot of people concerned. Again, we lose the message. He said, well, the parents came with us. So listen, thanks whoever that was. Again, I had no idea. But in terms of everything, they did a lot of checks. They've got a lot of needles inside us. That was a nightmare. A lot of sort of... They stuck a lot of stuff on us, I suppose. I want to peel it off. It was just like those wax things. My God, it hurt. But again, there was loads of checks. There was loads of checks on my blood pressure. So when I was in the actual room itself, they pretty much had me on a bed. And at that point, it was quite concerning because they wanted to take me to the RVI due to how low my blood pressure was and due to how bad it was at that moment in time. They were considering keeping me there overnight, but once I got there, I was fine. But it was just more a precaution than anything else. I was fine. Pretty much the full time was just the instant impact. Like, I had to be sorted straight away because otherwise it could have been worse. But again, I don't know what to say. It had nothing to do with COVID jabs, anything like that. I know a lot of people said that. It had nothing to do with me working too hard. It was just the weather. I hadn't eaten enough. I ate one meal at 12 o'clock. I didn't eat for the rest of the day. So at the NHS, they pretty much just went, oh, eat more and obviously be aware of cold weather, which I was. But again, it had nothing to do with my health. My health was fine. It was just the fact that I haven't ate and I wasn't adjusted to the temperature. So my body just kind of panicked and yeah, put me into God knows what a reaction, I suppose, or was it more of an episode, I guess. But yeah, I haven't got much to say really. I will be at the Arsenal game tomorrow. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for all the kind messages. Thanks to everyone that was there, everyone that attended me. The amount of people that were involved, I mean, again, lifesavers is the best way to put it. I feel fine now. I'm fully fine. I feel like I can go down there. It's not something I feel like will happen again unless, of course, I go ridiculous at times like I do in the 23 games. In terms of future matches down there, I will obviously reconsider my thoughts on that. But I'm fine. I appreciate everything as always, guys. Maybe I deserved it, some people might have said, but again, it is what it is. We move on, we learn, and that's about it really. I don't know what to say. I think I've said everything I want to say. And Newcastle United, again, what I love doing. This won't stop me from doing anything, and I will continue to do it. But yeah, it was really concerning tonight though. It's probably the best way of putting it. But thank you guys for watching now. See you on the next one.